Morning everyone, Daniel here, and today we're driving and having a bit of a ramble. We're going to work once again, as we always do, and last night Kim and I went and watched a movie. We went and watched a movie called The Girl on the Train. Very interesting movie, and like Kim was like saying how like the trailer makes it look like a chick flick, but it really isn't a chick flick. It's like a big old, she was saying thriller, and I was thinking, yeah, like unreal movie. Like, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but very, very, very good movie with some good plot twists in it, where you're thinking one thing for the whole movie, and then it's like, oh, here's something else, and you're like, whoa, that just changes everything. So, but they don't it's really good because they don't introduce any new characters, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like they throw some new character at you in the end and be like, oh, it was all this person, or it was all because of this. You know, it's all information that we knew the whole time, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a really good movie. I don't want to spoil any of it. It's a great movie. If you want to watch a good movie, yes, it's a bit over-sexualized, you know, and it can be pretty graphic as well. But some of the scenes can, like, you can see them be like, oh, you know, like, you can really feel some of the scenes and what happens. So, yeah, so that is my other warning. Like, I wouldn't be taking your children to watch this movie. But it's, yeah, if you want a story that hits you on flaming in the emotional levels, that's a great movie to go watch to get an emotional, like, you just go on an emotional roller coaster, it just sends you all over the shop. But there were also some really good trailers before that movie. I don't want to go there actually. There's some really good trailers before the movie as well. Not that I can remember what any of them were called, but yeah, just some of the movies just looked really, really interesting. There's the movie Da Vinci Code, and there's obviously the third one for that coming out. Well, it's either out or it's coming out. I'm not, like, this is the thing, like, I don't really know the dates. It didn't really be like, November 21 is Tom Hanks in Da Vinci Code, the next one. You know what I mean? Like, there's none of that sort of stuff. It's just, yeah, I don't know when it was released or if it is yet, but that looks really good too. Off the top of my head, this motorbike is flying. Yep, motorbikes like to speed, don't they? I saw him, man, he's really gunning. See, that's what I don't understand, like, when motorbikes can just, like, really fly, like, what's the point? You know, you don't, like, he's gained, like, what, he's about 2 cars up from me now, and I know he's overtaken up again. Anyway, people, you know, they think they can get away with anything. Anyway, yeah, but there's some really good trailers in the movie. All very mature movies. There wasn't, you know, because obviously it was a mature movie, so you can have more mature trailers. But yeah, it was good to go to the movies again. I feel like we haven't been for ages. You know, and like, I think it's just you get busy, or, you know, money gets a bit tight, and you think, you know what, it's a movie. To go to the movies, you can spend like $40-50 on a movie, and yeah, like, some people say, oh, that's pretty cheap, and then you say, well, it's for like 2.5 hours and it's gone. And yeah, you get a cool movie and all that sort of stuff on the big screen and in the aircon, but I don't know, like, sometimes I think, you know, it's not always that worth it, especially if you can just wait and you get it on Netflix for nothing. So yeah, that's what we did last night, Kim and I. And then after that, after we finished the movie started at about 7. We went and got some Indian after we finished the movie, and then we went home. So yeah, it was good. It was a bit of a late night. By the time we basically got home and were finished, it was like 10:30, I think, or was it 11? I don't remember. So I'm a bit exhausted, but yeah, great movie to watch. Like, And Kim read the book as well, so she knew what was going on, but she said because she hadn't read the book for ages, in going back to Girl on the Train, Kim had read the book, and she was saying how she remembered the majority of it. Like, she knew like what had happened and everything, but just said it was really good to see it in the actual cinema as well. Alright, so you guys might be really sick of me talking about Pokemon, but you know what? I'm in the mood to talk about Pokemon, so that's what we're going to talk about. So for me, right now, the Sun and Moon is the big thing on my mind. Mainly because they've the game is like a month away from release, or a month and a couple of days. And what happens is that every month they release new, like, I guess new videos and new things, like not examples about the game, but like little trailers, and being like, oh, here's a new little thing that's gonna be in the new game, and you get to sit and you go, oh, and all the hype and all that. But I think what also happens is things called leaks, where information comes out a bit earlier than normal, and you know, so a leak came out this morning, or was it last night? I can't quite remember when it was, whether it was yesterday, last night, or this morning. Actually, it might have been last night, actually, for me. And when I saw it, basically, like, it's a new Pokemon, and I'm just like, that's so cool, you know, like, you might not even care about, you know, the Pokemon series, but basically what's happening in this new game, they're re-releasing like the old first generation Pokemon, like Pikachu's got not a new form, but you know how the Pikachu evolves into Raichu. Well, Raichu has a new form. It's still called Raichu, but it's more like it's now like a psychic electric Pokemon. So it's got like a surfboard, uses its tail as like a surfboard, and you know, and there's Vulpix, which is that fire Pokemon, and Ninetales is a fire Pokemon. In this game, they've turned it into ice Pokemon, and they're like saying like how the Pokemon, you know, some Pokemon have had to adapt to their surroundings, you know, and they're changing their types up, and it's just, I think it's really interesting what they're doing, like in the actual game itself. Like they're changing it from like, oh, here's a really hard thing to do, to not a hard thing to do, but like Pokemon that used to always be this type have now been changed. So, you know, they might be buffing some Pokemon so that, you know, they're a bit more viable. So, I don't know, like, it could be really good, could be really bad. I guess we'll find out. So, I must say I'm super duper excited for that. Because it just, each time a new little trailer comes out or a leak comes out for this game, just, it makes me so excited, because, I don't know, it's just, I really enjoy this game. I think it's incredibly fun. But, you know, like, how do you not, I don't know. Like, if you don't play Pokemon, that's probably the reason you don't actually, you know, enjoy it. But it is a really fun game, and sometimes the stories can be quite good, you know. Yes, some of the games can be like really hard to play, and you're doing through the game and you get to the end. Like, I played the Black and White and Black and White 2, and I found those games were probably the hardest ones to chew. To the point where I don't think I've actually beaten Pokemon Black. Was it Black 2 or White 2 that I had? Can't quite remember. I don't think I've actually beaten Pokemon Black 2. And it's not because it was hard. I think at that point in the game, in those games, I was playing something else. Like, I was playing something on the computer. I was probably doing, like, trying to do Unity or something like that. And it's not that I was not a fan of Pokemon, it's just I would rather be doing something else. And yeah, like, that's just the way it goes, you know. Like, I think people can say, oh, but, you know, what if, you know, Pokemon were in real life? Well, that's what you just say, well, they're not, so, you know, you can't go using that argument of, oh, but what if Pokemon were real? Because what if Flamin', I don't know, what's something that could be real that's not, I don't know, what if Harry Potter was real, you know? You can't go saying, you know, what if Pokemon were real? We'd have to do this, this, and this, and this because it's against all these rules. But then, well, what if Harry Potter's real? You know, like, I don't know. Like, I can't think of any other examples off the top of my head right now. But that's the point. Like, I know there's some people out there being like, oh, you can't. Pokemon's are really bad. I think it's some company, something called PETA. They're like a animal protection thing, which I think is really, really, you know, it's a great thing to have animal protection. You know, I think violence against animals are really, really bad, but it's still, you know, it's just a game. You know, it's not real. You know, yes, it's animals fighting. Yes, that's a sad thing, but animals fight in the wild. Like, that's a common thing as well, you know, like animals fight in the wild for territory, you know. So, you know, we could argue with the point of, you know, the humans of the Pokemon world saw the animals fighting and saw like how intriguing it was to watch them fight over their own territory, that, you know, someone befriended one of the Pokemon and it still was territorial, but it was also territorial with its trainer, blah blah blah. So like the story evolves like that. I don't know. Well guys, this is going to call it here. Sorry if the video is a bit random and a bit flaming all over the shop. I'm feeling a bit tired, but that's just the way it goes. You know how these videos are now. They do just bounce all over the place with probably the most amazing cuts you've ever seen in your life. So guys, I'm going to call it right here, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the next video. I hope you've liked this video. If you do, you know what to do, and if you don't, you know what also to do. So guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!